I think we've gone to a pause. No, we're starting.
I think we've just started up. Yeah, there was a bit of a delay. Yeah, in the halftime, but that's all fine.
Jar Swift using my loadout. I love you, boy.
It's going to be interesting to... Well, we've already seen a bit of the sentry placement, so I think it's just a rinse and repeat, see what they can do again.
Well, it kind of worked for them at the start, so they might have just had one pick of bad luck and one thing led to another.
One thing to note about Swift is you can see his teleporter placement, which you commented before that teleporter placement under the stairs was just, you know, not a good way to go.
Yeah.
Open sniping. And I think he's certainly very aware of that, you know what I mean, having Peace on the other team and having Kalski on his team in terms of needing to have those good open spots.
Definitely, because you can't really
sniper.
Sit behind a teleporter and try and sap it. It's going to be wide in the open. If he's under the stairs, he's got cover. Alright, here we go. Let's see if the demo goes for a pick. Soldier going for a pick.
What's interesting is it seems that Swift isn't moving, so I'm not sure if he's AFK or I'm not sure if he's just biding his time, but there seems to be no movement coming out of the engineer at the moment. So this is going to be interesting to see if blue team notice and
no.
try to get a bit of work onto this
Mayday.
sentry. I don't think he's timed out. I haven't seen him time out yet, but I don't think it's been called yet. But we have Modus coming in with a caber, getting Swift and Sammy. Modus is very well known for his caber play. You're probably going to
good placement.
You're going to see that caber play in a frag video later. I'll bet you that one. But
I had the perfect angle on that.
Yeah. We see the blue team coming in trying to get that cart, but red team are quick to realise that their sentry isn't coming back anytime soon. And it's
But still has a considerable amount of players. I don't know.
The Uber comes around on the cliff. I think blue team was certainly expecting there to be a sentry there, and there was not. So it feels like a bit of a waste coming out of the blue team. You know, it's better to be safe than sorry, certainly. But yeah, and we do see Swift timing out there, so they should have a replacement in as soon as possible, and Swift is coming back in, so it might have been a little bit of an internet problem. That's alright, that happens. We experience it here on the cast as well, so...
get tickled, Red Medic has almost got Uber. Let's see if they hold the roof, if enough time for the engineer to build up, or they're going to go straight to third. I think you should go straight to third. There is not much time to build a sentry to do much good. Let's see.
Yeah, and there still seems to be a high amount of aggression coming out of the blue team here, in terms of what they're doing, in terms of trying to hold this off. But we do see the red engineer on the top ledge, so he's certainly trying to get a good foothold here. But the red heavy getting blasted off by Ravioli and stopping that Uber play coming out. Yeah. But this cart still has not been pushed over, which the blue team really needs to be getting on.
Azar's really good at sneaking that cart past, even if there was a heavy and medic on the roof. He's still up there. He's going to fight to the death. Always going to hide.
Really
I think he better kill himself.
Really interesting flank play by Martian, seeing what he can do.
They have a few players behind the cart, not going to do much good though.
Yeah, but what you can see is the Pyro just sitting on that cart and just pushing it. A bit of the taunts coming out from Ravioli. But it's going to be, you know, they're keeping the speed on that cart going, which is very similar to what happened last time.
Fantastic spot check by Ravioli. I didn't even see that.
And it's going to be interesting what kind of time they set, because last time this blue team, you know, they beat the time in that first half. Team Azars, so it's going to be interesting what kind of cap time, like Azars set for winners to beat. In terms of...
We're coming to the corner.
So we've almost got Keller here at full Uber with like just coming full Uber up for BM, you know, in about 10 seconds or so. So it's going to be interesting to see if they keep some aggression
nothing
coming.
Nothing can be done, the Pyro pushes it away.
And the sentry goes down for red team. This is the goodest time than any to push in from blue. But I don't know if, did Keller drop? Did I see a drop then?
No.
I didn't see that Uber come out of the blue team at all. So...
Heavy was too heavy to get out the window, so he just stayed in there.
But you know, this card is getting very, very close for the blue team. All they really need to do is just, get in there, get some frags, clean it up, and roll that card in.
Both teams have max players, but their teleporter isn't up yet, so they're walking.
And we do have the Uber getting forced out of the red team, pushing up, seeing what they can get done with it. They do get a few frags onto the blue team. They get the sniper and the scout. But it's going to be interesting to see how the blue team retaliates with coming up with full Uber.
I'm watching
And
Moldy.
they're going to want to push in. Oh, it's a
crits
crit!
comes in.
It's a crits coming in
Here comes
from the
Moldy.
blue team. And the
Oh,
sentry gets
no!
moved.
Poor Swift!
Really good work by the blue team there, but really good work by the red spy there in terms of
Good
getting
job,
that
Tech.
backstab onto Motors, stopping that demo man aggression. Really good work by him.
Ooh.
And a lot of the blue team go down. This is really going to stop their push
It
that
is.
they were trying to do.
Such momentum just gets stopped in its tracks. Or Soldier going for the medic pick. He doesn't get it.
Yeah. Really
He
good
does get
work.
it.
Really good work and really good resilience, I would say, coming out from Swift, the engineer for Red. Like his sentry went down, but he was able to get one up relatively quick and still hold it, you know what I mean? And that's really good resilience in terms of keeping it. But that card is still going, and that's going to be a cap time. 5 minutes and 22 seconds on the blue team. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a slap in the face for Winners.
Azars is going to have to get everything right.
Well, it's Winners that are pushing out onto this, so
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting. I don't think 520, 522. I feel like it's probably in the ASAR's favor in terms of.
They need
I
to
mean,
change that the team names because they're both Azars. It gets me confused.
Yeah, this is super annoying. But going to be really red team, blue team. It's going to be really hard. Going to be really, hard for the blue team to push out and try to get a cap time like this, whereas the red team are probably feeling rather comfortable in terms of holding 522. I don't feel like it's going to be that hard unless they get wiped completely.
I can't really say much about. I mean, they did a good job, but the only reason I lost the first point because the engineer timed out and he couldn't protect his sentry. I'm not going to rule anything out.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be. They could hold it. But yeah, I feel like this is certainly tipped in the red team's favor.
Yeah.
And we do see the caber coming in again from
Not
Jono.
even that close.
But he just gets held up in the air. And was just, look at me, and I'm dead.
Oh, yeah.
But Peace getting a nice counter snipe on Nikalski.
Ghost
there.
Ninja running the base jumper and the Beggar's Bazooka. I love it.
One thing to note, though, is the Pyro for the blue team went down to his scout, so really good work by the red team in terms of stopping that push. But we do see the Medic and Heavy and the Pyro coming around.
Ooh.
Probably going to be popping Uber relatively soon.
Push
It's
is
about to be called. I'm sure that demo man would have called it, and the Uber comes in, but they just get blown off completely. That Uber is useless relatively. Really,
Fantastic engineer work.
really good work by Son of Jaws there in terms of that engineer work, and really good work by Ravioli in terms of that Pyro work.
That was top engineer repairing skills right there. Gets enough sentry up. Not going to do much from that distance.
Still, I feel like the engine's got to abandon his post here really and just concede that first point. There's so many down for red at the moment. They're really going to want to try to have a really solid C hold.
Yeah.
I don't really think they're going to want to botch a B hold, especially with 4 minutes on the clock. I feel like they'd rather have a solid C, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree completely.
Take a really hard D.
They're trying to defend it. Ghost Ninja's still up front. Sniper and Medic.
Yeah, they're probably trying to stave off this cap. I feel like I would hope that their
That's a risk.
engineer is back at C, trying to set up and get ready and trying to have a long push.
Moldy getting an awesome play. He's waiting. Here he comes. Here comes Moldy. Down goes the medic.
Oh, really good play
Saw that.
by Moldy. I didn't actually catch that on my camera. I was looking down towards the C end. But, you know...
Say it once, I'm going to say it again. He has the best timing for a spy, regardless of internet ping. His patience is unbelievable.
Yeah, really good, solid picks coming out of Moldy. Really high value picks, you know what I mean?
Very high value. Very high value.
His points might not match the points of tech, you know, being cap points, but I'm sure in frags and in terms of a high priority, high target picks, you know what I mean?
And he's delayed that Uber to a point where it might cost them the match.
Yeah, it is 2 minutes on the clock, and it's going to be really, really important.
Blue's going to need a few picks to get this one through.
Yeah, and they don't have that Uber yet, but Red Team certainly do. So I thought they're going to need to be a pick on the Red Medic, or a a really solid push. But I feel like Red are really probably just wanting to like try to park the bus a little bit here, and you know we see Keller being really defensive with that Uber because he knows the time, like he knows about it, so he's willing just to hold it, cap it, and you know wait it out.
Well, Red Team has Uber. They're waiting for counter Uber. Unless Tech can do something here. Well, Meg's by himself.
And Blue Team are really looking to push in here and get some kind of play going on. But nothing really seems to be happening. We do see Moldy getting a good spy onto the Soldier. So that's going to stop that Soldier putting a bit of that pressure on the NG. And we have the Uber coming out of Blue. Fair way back from the points. They're trying to push in and get a force, which they do, or an exchange, more so. But they're going to get the worst end of this, and they've got a minute to cap, so they're hoping for a team wipe, and they're not getting that team wipe. So, really good work.
Modus getting massive damage on that cart.
Yeah, really good work by Modus there. And we just see, you know, Red Team is still able to hold this C point really well. And
Sentry's still up.
Really solid play coming out of the Red Team in terms of holding off the Blue.
So I think that's it.
GGs haven't been called, but I'm sure all players are probably deep down thinking it.
Definitely.
But
Nice.
really solid play coming out of the two teams right now.
The Pyro was tap dancing in front of Peace, and Peace was like, "No."
Not going to have any of that. I'm going to shoot you in the head. But that's 22 seconds on the clock, and I think it's become readily apparent.
And Son of Joyous is taking a good sleep on the cart. Quite confident.
Good work from the NG. And that is going to be the round 2 A.
No, it's win, isn't it? Oh my god, I think it's win.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's team 1. Sorry, let me